The galaxy held its breath, as it always had when the subject of humanity surfaced. The council chamber hummed with tense silence, an assembly of the most advanced and ancient species in existence. Their shared histories were riddled with wars, alliances, and betrayals, yet nothing unified them more than the rule. Don't wake the humans. No one questioned the rule. It wasn't born of myth or legend. It was etched into their collective memory with chilling clarity. Eons ago, long before most civilizations had learned to harness the energy of their stars, humanity had already burned through their own galaxy. Their creations were awe-inspiring, machines that defied natural laws, weapons that turned planets to dust, and minds that bent probabilities to their will. But it wasn't their technology that terrified the universe. It was their tenacity. Humans never knew when to stop. They evolved in chaos, thrived in adversity, and when faced with annihilation, they only grew stronger. Their wars didn't weaken them, they refined them. And then, without warning, humanity disappeared. Some thought they had destroyed themselves. Others believed they had ascended to something greater. The truth, as it turned out, was stranger. They had placed themselves into cryosleep, sealing their arcs in the dark recesses of the galaxy, leaving behind a single encoded warning to any who might stumble upon them. Let us rest. The Galactic Council had honored that warning for thousands of years. It wasn't just respect, it was fear. They'd seen the remnants of human worlds, towering monoliths of ingenuity left to crumble under the weight of time. They'd studied the ruins, pieced together fragments of human art, philosophy, and history. Every discovery reinforced the same conclusion: humanity wasn't just another species. They were a force of nature. But now, that fragile peace was broken. "They've been woken," said the council leader, his voice trembling despite his stature as a being of pure energy. The murmurs that followed were panicked, frantic. "By whom?" demanded another, her crystalline form glinting under the chamber's harsh light. "Who would be foolish enough?" "A group of scavengers," the leader interrupted. "They breached one of the Ark ships. The Erebus Eternal." The name sent a ripple through the assembly. The Erebus Eternal wasn't just a human Ark. It was the Ark, the one that had housed their greatest minds, their most advanced technologies. It was a legend, a ghost ship that no one dared approach. "And the scavengers?" another voice asked. "Gone," came the grim reply. "Their last transmission was garbled. But they sent this before their signal was lost." A hologram flickered to life in the center of the chamber. It was a distorted image of the Ark ship, its immense hull dwarfing the scavengers' vessels. Lights once dormant now glowed with cold, calculating precision. The transmission ended with a single chilling phrase, spoken in perfect galactic common. "They are awake." Silence fell again, heavier this time. "What do we do?" someone whispered. The leader turned to the assembly. "We pray." The galaxy reacted as expected, with panic. Signals flooded the communications networks, overlapping in a cacophony of fear and speculation. Reports of the humans' awakening spread like wildfire, each retelling more exaggerated than the last. Armadas were mobilized, alliances formed and broken, but no one dared act without confirmation. The Galactic Council scrambled to assess the threat, though most of its members knew it was already too late. Among the chaos, a small fleet ventured into the sector where the Erebus Eternal drifted. It was a coalition of species, their ships bristling with weapons. They had been sent not to engage but to observe, to confirm whether the humans had truly returned. As they approached the massive Ark ship, its surface gleamed faintly in the light of the distant star. It was pristine, untouched by the decay of time. The fleet's lead captain, a veteran of countless skirmishes, stared at the Ark through the viewport. His hands clenched the armrests of his command chair as unease prickled along his spine. The ship's design was unlike anything in the galaxy, elegant yet imposing, every angle radiating purpose. "Open a channel," he ordered, forcing his voice to remain steady. The communication officer complied, and moments later, the captain's voice echoed across the void. "This is Captain Rin of the Galactic Coalition. Identify yourselves and state your intentions." There was no response. The Ark ship remained silent, its massive hull a monolith of stillness. The fleet held position, tension mounting with every passing second. "Scan for activity," Rin commanded. The results came back almost immediately, and the officer's face paled. "They've locked onto us, sir. Every ship."
How?
"I don't know. Their systems, they're decades ahead of anything we've seen." Before Rin could issue another order, the fleet's weapon systems powered down. Consoles flickered and dimmed as control over their ships slipped from their grasp. The Ark hadn't fired a single shot, but its presence alone was enough to neutralize them. The silence was broken by a voice, calm and commanding, broadcast directly to their ships. "You came here seeking answers. Now you have them. Humanity has awakened." Rin swallowed hard. "We don't want war." "Neither do we," the voice interrupted. "But make no mistake, we will not bow." The fleet was released just as abruptly as it had been seized. Systems came back online, but none of the captains dared to move. They had been disarmed without effort, their technology rendered useless in the face of human ingenuity. As the Ark ship loomed in the distance, its engines began to hum, a low vibration that resonated through the void. The fleet watched in stunned silence as smaller human vessels emerged from its docking bays, sleek and impossibly fast. They scattered like shadows, vanishing into the darkness. Humanity wasn't coming to conquer. They were watching, learning, preparing. And for the first time in millennia, the galaxy realized the balance of power had shifted. The humans were awake, and they were not afraid.